Imagine investing countless hours into building your WordPress site only to have it compromised or experience data loss. Yes, you heard it right. With WordPress facing approximately 90,000 attacks per minute, unfortunately this risk is very real. But here's the good news. You can safeguard all that hard work of yours by setting up automatic backups. Backups are like your website's safety net. They allow you to restore everything to its previous state if something goes wrong. Therefore, in this video, I'll guide you through how to get this backup process set up on autopilot using the UpdraftPlus plugin, which is one of the most popular and reliable backup solutions available out there. So, watch every step from here very closely, because if you do, I guarantee that by the end, you will have peace of mind knowing the fact that your site's data is fully protected. Now, let's quickly dive in and secure your WordPress site from potential threats. Alright, starting off from step 1, we need to install the UpdraftPlus plugin. For that, here in the WordPress dashboard, head over to the left hand side, hover over plugins and click add new. Now in the search bar here, type UpdraftPlus. Right after you do that, you will see the plugin appear right in the top row. Just go ahead and click install now, then activate. That's it. Once activated, you will notice that a new UpdraftPlus section has been added below the settings option into your WordPress menu. Saying that, now it's the time to start with the main chapter of this video, where we will be setting up the automatic backups onto your WordPress site. For that, we have to begin by clicking on UpdraftPlus. Now click on the settings tab here, and the moment you will do that, two important options will get visible in front of you, that are Files Backup Schedule and Database Backup Schedule. The Files Backup Schedule lets you set how often your files like themes, plugins and media are backed up, whereas the Database Backup Schedule covers all your website's content and settings. For both options, you will see a drop-down menu in front of them. Now here, I recommend setting your backups to weekly, or you can also go with daily in case you make changes into your website very often. Next, from here, you can also choose how many backups to retain. A safe bet that even I would prefer is to keep at least 4 backups, especially if you're selecting a week, as this way you will be able to retain a month's worth of data, which is considered to be ideal. Now, once you've selected your schedule, it's time to scroll down to choose your remote storage location. And that's exactly what our next chapter would be. So, let's go. Now, before we move ahead, let me give you a little context first so you know why exactly we should back up our site remotely. Well, simply put, backing up your site is great, but storing backups on an online server isn't a great option, because if anytime the server crashes, you'd lose both, that is your site and your backups. This is the reason why it's recommended best to send backups to remote storage. Now, let me show you how to perform this action. In the settings tab, scroll to choose your remote storage. Here, you will see options like Google Drive, Dropbox, Amazon S3 and many more. For this tutorial, we are going to pick Google Drive, so click on Google Drive icon. Then scroll down till the end and click Save Changes. It's now telling us to authenticate our remote storage by signing in with our Google account. Well, no problem. We'll simply click on this button to get started with the verification quickly. Choose my account here and next, click on Continue. Moving ahead, we need to grant UpdraftPlus permission. I'll check this box before proceeding, and once you do that, you will be redirected to this screen, where you just finally have to click this complete setup to finish the UpdraftPlus integration. Set! Now all your backups will automatically be saved to Google Drive without any human involvement. Also, for your information, if you need to verify for successful backups, you can come under this existing backup section right here. And right now, as you can see, it's empty. Maybe I guess the settings got reset when we integrated Google Drive as our remote storage. So, to check for settings again, go back into the settings tab. And see, just what I said, the settings are not applied yet. So, let's quickly make our desirable changes and click on this Save Changes button. Now, on returning to this section of the existing backups again, you can notice our site is all backed up. Plus, the things we've backed up are also clearly visible, that are database, plugins, themes, and others. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now that we have set up automatic backups which will run in the background according to the schedule, let's also quickly look at how to perform a manual backup. Because, just in case you've made big changes to your website and don't want to take any chances immediately, this way of backup will safeguard a copy of your site quickly and effectively. So, for that, all you have to do is go to the Backup Restore tab. Click on this big blue Backup Now button. Select the components you want to include in the backup, that are files, database, etc. and click on Backup Now again. Now, UpdraftPlus will start backing up your site instantly, and you will see the progress displayed right here in the middle section of your screen. It's done. You can see now the website version we just backed up is also showing down here in the existing backup section. That means our manual backup is also successful. So, moving ahead, assuming now that you have the complete backup of your site, what if something genuinely goes wrong and you need to restore your site immediately? Well, that's why it's written backup/restore here. With UpdraftPlus, it's a piece of cake. So, let's now check how it works. For that, go back to the backup/restore tab in UpdraftPlus settings. Here, you will see a list of your existing backups, out of which we need to find the one we want and click restore. Next, choose the components you want to restore, that are files, themes, database, etc. and click next. Now, it will begin accessing and processing the backup files. Once it's done, finally click restore, which will basically command UpdraftPlus to begin restoring our site. And that's done. You can see I've received a confirmation message saying restore successful. So, just like that, you can also bring your site back to normal like I did. Pretty cool, isn't it? In the end, I definitely gotta say that this plugin is truly impressive. And it's not only simple, but also super effective and gets the job done without any hassle. Now, before we wrap this video up, here are a couple of tips to ensure your backups are always reliable. A. Test your backups regularly to make sure they're working and restorable. B. Keep backups off-site by always using remote storages like Google Drive, Dropbox or S3. And finally, update your site regularly because a well-maintained site is very less likely to face crashes. So, by setting up automatic backups and following these tips I just mentioned, believe me, you're taking a huge step towards securing your WordPress site and keeping it far away from hackers. So, that's it. You now know how to set up automatic backups in WordPress using UpdraftPlus. Today, we covered everything from installing the plugin to configuring backups, choosing remote storage, and even restoring your site when needed. Now, if you have any questions or tips of your own regarding this topic, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to our channel and be sure to hit that little bell icon so you never miss out on upcoming awesome tutorials like these. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep learning and stay safe.